Hello, my friends. It's your friend Kevin. Welcome to all of you. I'm so happy and grateful to be doing this, and so happy and grateful that you're here. Let's get right to it. This is your divine daily blast. So here goes. So we have an angel numerology number 6 day. I love calling that revitalization, reviewing. The number sixes for me is, the four talks about a little bit like having faith, equality, the angels are with us. That's what that means. When we have a six, we have this, I think, in my mind, in my heart, this extra oomph to sort of make the meandering changes that we need to make. So now, what else can that say about a number six energy? Be loving, be compassionate. Think about it having a little bit of extra love, extra compassion. The other caveat to it is stop worrying. Stop it. Worry, anxiety, fretfulness over material matters is an energy, a vibration that goes out like a sonar to the universe. And because the universe doesn't determine the difference between those anxious thoughts, those depressive thoughts, those difficult thoughts, and the opposite, which are loving thoughts, fun thoughts, kind thoughts, compassionate thoughts, because the universe just does not decide which what. They look at us for our compass, us for our direction. So when we worry about material things, more worry about material things happens. This is the day, my friends, that we turn it. Start flowing down the stream, not up the stream. The moon today has moved into the industrial sign of Virgo, right ahead of Thursday night to Friday night eclipse. There are super constructive energies about, and this energy requires us to take a look at where our priorities are. Focus on all the goals. Stay on the track. And do that hard work. Now, when we talk about hard work, we're not talking about scrubbing, and although that could be hard work, you could have physical labor. When we talk about hard work in the spiritual terms, we're talking about getting in deep, lifting off, sloughing off the dead skin, the dead emotions, the dead energy that no longer serves us, no longer serves this purpose that we have, shedding it. There's also the hard work for preparation, preparing for what is coming next, preparing for what it is you want to do, and be determined. This lunar eclipse on the eastern side of the United States, which is where I am, happens between 2:30 and 3:30 on the right-hand side of the earth. I like to call the right-hand side of, what we are accomplishing, what we're doing, what we want. Remember, the full moon energy is popping up. I think, where is the full moon energy? We can look at Friday's. So the full moon actual eclipse is happening in that Virgo sign. So the moon has just centered itself into the Virgo energy. That's a little bit of astrology. Now, hand on heart, I'm not an astrologer. I just happen to study these things and then lay them down on top of these other universal energies that are moving through the divine. So here are my isms, and I'll get to those cards. Dear God, this is the revitalization. Thank you for entering where you've always been. Thank you for entering where we've always abide. You can say, Dear Universe, thank you for being with me as you always have been. We are never without. We're never without. We're never without the energy of the divine, the energy of God, the energy of the universe. We're not without it. We do have to call it in sometimes. And usually we call it in when we're experiencing adverse situations. Well, just call it in when you're experiencing the wonderment of it all. I'm on the way to another great and wonderful experience. Always, 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 our wagon is moving forward and it's expanding. If we take a look around, everything's expanding, everything's going up, everything's increasing. Well, we may as well be with it. Whenever we have that, oh my goodness, this has gone up, oh my goodness, we are dipping into that can't, won't, don't want to, we're dipping into that resistance. The other one, I am aligned with the power of the Creator and that power is within me now. This is how I look at this. If things like bills, difficulties, challenges, if the deficits that we seem to experience, and I'm talking about financial deficits, if we weren't meant to surpass them, succumb them, get through them, get past them, they would not be presented. It's a really easy shift to say to the universe, well, thank you for bringing me this bill. Now you need to go pay it. That's my flippant way of looking at it. Or I could say, oh, this is a little bit higher than what I was thinking it would be, but I'm sure the finances will come to pay for it. Might have to make some budgets here and there. And then get into the fun of the budget. Get into the fun of where perhaps universe is showing you, you know what, this is a little bit of a waste. Or this is something that you could sell and make a bit of a profit. We tend to not to celebrate our gains. We typically tend to celebrate our losses, at least I have, because it's what I got taught. I never was taught that money was this energy. Money was just this flow like water out of a faucet, like sun in the sky, like air that we breathe. No one ever said money's energy too. It's just like that. The human side, our culture side, sticks zeros at the end of a 1. And somehow it increases the power. It's still a piece of paper with pretty pictures on it. It's just got an extra head on the front and an extra design on the back and an extra 0. It's what we place on it that changes our energy to it. And I'm just talking about money. Let's get right on. Let's move on. Don't want to go down that rabbit hole. All right. We have our angel affirmation card today is from the Life Purpose Angels. And they're saying, whatever you feel called to do, we can help you take it to the next level. Well, we do need that right now, people. Call upon us to bring magic into your vision. The affirmation, today, I will take one step in the right direction. Every thoughtful action brings me closer to my dreams. Every thoughtful action brings me closer to my dreams. Think and receive and achieve. You've heard all of this over and over and over. We have the blue beings. Now, this is kind of how they appeared to Jennifer Hawkyard, who did this design. They're light transformers. They transform all those icky-bicky dark feelings that we have in our heart and our minds into light. They're here to say with us all week long to say, we're here to help you heal the wounds of the past and release them. Everything that happened yesterday, a minute ago, is gone. It already happened. Say goodbye to it. It's how we embrace what's going to happen that makes the difference. Archangel Raphael pops in. Trust your spiritual vision. So I'd have to ask you a question. What is your spiritual vision? Trust your inner vision, that vision that you have with your third eye center. What are you envisioning? I'll share with you. Day before yesterday, or for a little while, my glorious truck that I love very much. I love that truck. It is just the most fun I've had in a vehicle. However, I've had issues with the transmission, which is a pretty expensive fix. the gears are crunching and lurching and doing all this, and it's ongoing. But it's old. It's an older truck. And all of a sudden, in my inner vision, I'm seeing a bright orange, almost red. It could be red. Another pickup truck. This one was a Toyota Tacoma. I'm like, why am I seeing this? And that happened again. And it kept happening. Then I see it in my driveway, and I'm thinking, okay, universe, are you encouraging me to go get this? Are you encouraging me to trade this? Are you encouraging me to get me another one? And then, I'm having this whole conversation, this invisible conversation with the angels. And they're like, you get whatever you want. You get whatever you put your heart's desire to. The next vision I have is I'm sitting in it. I'm sitting in the seats. I'm looking at the bucket seats. I'm feeling it. I'm like, oh, this feels pretty good. I like the way this feels. At no point do I look into how am I going to afford it? What am I doing? I'm not even looking at the the negativity, well, some negativity, not always, that you get when you go to dealerships. I'm not even going down that rabbit hole. I'm just seeing it sitting in the driveway, and I'm having fun in it. I'm having fun, just being around it. Gertrude, Beatrice, they are playing a game of cards. I checked in with them early this morning. Very much like playing cards. They're just having a game. They want us to be more playful with our thoughts and our dreams and our wishes. They're suggesting that games and the games we played as children are the ones that help us get up out of the muck and the mire of what's going on. Let's see what the card is. Oh, look at this. Let it go. Well, what? This is Archangel Michael, literally with the sword of light. Let it go. The situation no longer serves you. Okay. Allow me to sever your energetic connections to the past. I just got through saying that. So you can embrace the future. I love that. Today I will take one step in the right direction. Every thoughtful action brings me closer to my dreams. This is release. It's not catch. It's release. I use this analogy that I've used before when I was teaching. I would say to folks, it's not about waiting until the next thing comes before you release this thing, which is what most people tend to do. We tend to think, I can't get that because I've still got this. So you see the analogy, you have to let go of this before you can get that. All of this. And all of this stuff you've got to let go of can be doubts, can be fears, can be physical stuff, can be, if you want that job and it happens to be 300 miles away, you're going to have to move. You have to let go of your life where you are. If you want certain things, you have to release other things. If you want new clothes because you have got into better shape, you have to discard the clothes that you've been wearing because there's no room in the closet. Or there is, but why would you want the clothes that probably no longer fit you or don't fit you as well, if that makes sense? The other analogy I use is the trapeze artist. You watch this trapeze artist if you've ever been to a circus. They let go of one swing before they catch the next one. And there's this momentary space in time where there's nothing but air holding them up, air and momentum. And we have to hope, or at least the trapeze artists have to work in unison. What am I trying to say? They've got to team up together. This artist has got on this swing, this one has to catch it. And then they have to go onto whatever platform way up in the top of the tent. I'm just using this as an analogy. The point I'm making, that there's a gap and a space of time between one thing and the next thing. And in that space of time is where creativity happens, where you can literally change and alter. When they say mind the gap, I like to say be in it. Be in that gap of space Be in that feeling of being able to turn it, turn the current, turn the ideas. Does that make sense? All right, we're at time. I want to say a special thank you to those who donated. I got your donations. I am so grateful for your participation, for your support. You have no idea. I love doing what I do. And when I started doing this daily divine blast, it was never really, am I going to be able to make a living out of this? Am I going to be able to support myself out of this? It was more about, what am I up for? Spreading joy, letting it ripple out, just allowing it to flow, finding a better way to have a better day by changing the reality of what's going on. All right, my friends, till tomorrow. Big love. Bye for now.